Hey guys, I'm here with another video. So today's video I'm going to talk about, taking an extra look and observation to your hair as you're, just washing it, doing it, not doing it. So I feel like this is important because you get to know where you have damage and weak areas at, and it helps you, identify what you need to do with your hair if you think, you got it under control and maybe you really don't. So stay tuned to this. So this is the back of my hair, and normally I always run my fingers through my hair like this all the time, and by me doing this sometimes I can feel things that don't feel right. So what I'm going to recommend for you guys to do is probably do something the same, maybe part your hair into 4 sections and go through each section one by one to identify what feels weird. So normally what I'll do is just take my finger up here, all the way into the root, and just slide it all the way down, just to see what feels different or what doesn't feel right or what doesn't look right. And hopefully nothing is happening, but if I'm stopping along the lines, that means something wrong, something's happening, something feels different, or something is not the same. And I recommend you guys do this so you can just get to know your hair and know where the damage may be, where the thin parts are, where the struggle parts are. It's important to know that. So I pretty much, do this for every lock I have. So notice anything that looks different. You can look up close here. There's a knot that is from a lock that needed to be repaired, and I knew that by going through my locks, just looking and seeing. There's another knot for another damaged lock. So this is why this is important. It gets you to find out where you need help and where you may not need help, and just to get to know your locks, how they feel, what the textures are like. My locks are different textures, different sizes. None of my locks are exactly the same. I started out with curly ends, and I slowly lost my curly ends because I did not do what I needed to do to maintain them. This is a little aftermath of what the curly ends look like. It looks like just like a little butted ball at this point because it's trying to butt up, and it is going to butt up. So this is what I do. I do this to the entire length of all of my hair. Here's another damaged lock that has a knot in it. I do this for the entire length of my hair to see what looks different, what looks weird. Like I have some discoloration here. This may be a lock that may need some repair at some point. So this is what I do. I feel like you can do the same thing too. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Share my content, leave a comment, ask me questions on anything you want to know. But this is normally how it goes for me. Just checking them in one by one. Looking for the damage, if any, or just feeling it. Looking for anything that feels weird, looks weird, anything that doesn't feel right. That's what we're looking for. And I noticed for me, this one is a tender lock for me. It hurts a little bit just touching it. Go through all of my locks and just feel them from root to end to see what feels weird and what feels different. Like it feels a little thin here for me. Like what's this about? And I'll examine them and check them out. And yeah, it doesn't take a long time. It goes pretty quickly, honestly speaking. If you have a good movie to watch or you have some music to listen to, it can move faster than what you think. But always just looking through each lock, just making sure everything looks the way it's supposed to look from root to end. Definitely always trying that. Just do a few more. So far I felt nothing weird with any of those locks. And shout out to the new growth. Look at all this growth I got, guys. All that growth from my scalp. So right there. It's a nice amount of growth. I personally feel like taking a look and taking care of your roots is so important because your hair goes from your roots to the ends. It's not just about maintaining the ends, but also the roots. The roots are really important, if you take care of those like a plant, the roots, go the whole plant and the strength of the tree, so to say. So definitely love looking at, the roots, making sure they look puffy and thick and full and not damaged or dry or brittle, or I'm not seeing hair fall out of my hands when I touch it. So that's very important. Like, subscribe. Peace.